Hello, welcome to Joy's Tiny and Royalty Tiny Home Creators. My name is Joy, and I live in a tiny home. Started out with a camper and turning it into a tiny home, creating my tiny home out of a camper. But today I want to talk to you about homelessness, and it's rampant across the world. It's not just here in the United States. It's everywhere. Every country has homeless individuals, families, elderly, children, and a lot of the homelessness is due to the high cost of rent, buying homes, and especially for the families. The families are being pushed out of their homes because they can't afford the rent, they can't afford to buy a home, the mortgages. And a lot of it is because of bad choices. Families want more and more material things. They're programmed to want this and want that, and instead of being more frugal, I have found myself that I can live a very good life and have all the things that I would like to have. But I also went through a time that I would buy this and buy that, and then later on find out it's not working for me. So I started to declutter, and but that was back in 2007, and I was going to college at the age of 62, by the way, and I started decluttering then, getting rid of stuff. But my eyes and the glitter of everything is bigger than what I myself really truly wanted in my life. And but it took from the age of 62 now to 80 to figure out I can do much better without a bunch of stuff in my house, which ends up being clutter because of all the work you got to do to take care of it and find space for it, and then to come to find out that it's not working. It's not, I mean, the stuff works, but it's not working for me like it for so many other people in life. And I don't pay attention to commercials and stuff anymore. I mean, I just don't allow myself to be programmed into thinking I need this or I need that. When in reality, all you really need is a few things that you really love, have a few hobbies that you really like doing, maybe a little bit of work where you make a little bit of money if you want to, or whatever the case may be, but do it from what you love doing. But that takes time to know what you really like and what works for you. And but after college, things got, even more fine tuning myself, which now I can see where the job market is going, and how people are raising the food prices and everything. So I'm learning to eat better and more efficiently for myself. I do have some leg issues right now, but I'm working on that and watching what kind of food I eat. So if you really watch and be more frugal and downsize and declutter, um, using everything that uh, works for me. And like you can use what works for you. Um, I don't need big, expensive iPhones and um, cell phones and stuff like that. Um, I get a $35 a month cell phone, and it does everything that I need it to do. And um, you, if you're on, especially if you're on a fixed income. Now, this is for all you folks out there that are on fixed incomes and have only got so much to work with. Well, I believe for a lot of us, not everybody, going tiny is probably the best move you can make. And well, it's best for me so far. Now, I'm in a camper, like I said, and I'm on wheels. So if things get really bad in this world, all I have to do is hook a truck up to it and move someplace else. But like I said, that's not for everyone. Now, there is tiny apartments you can go to, but if you're not an apartment person like I wasn't, never have been, but I tried it. I really did go in and try it. And there's a lot of negativity that goes on in especially low income, and a lot of restrictions, rules that some people just can't. That don't work for them. Well, it didn't work for me. Now I follow rules, but if it restricts me from being able to sing when I want to sing, which I do, I sing. I used to sing all around the Tri-County, and but I've let that go for now. Um, so because there's no place to sing, there's nobody to entertain to. But um, I decided to come back to my camper. I left my camper for a while because when I came back from Florida, I was ill. Needed a place of my own, and we set me up with a camper on my daughter's property. And that first winter was really cold. And so I went into an apartment, low income, and while I paid on the camper and paid rent and different things like that. So I it was hard. So now I came back into my camper, and now I know more about what I need uh, to live a happy life. First of all, I learned that I've got to live intentionally. Living intentionally is the best thing for everybody on this planet. Find out what it is that works for you, what makes you content and happy, and sit down and figure out, don't just jump haphazardly into something, and figure out what can work for you. Now, sometimes it's a process. So since I've been back in the camper, it's been a process for me finding out what works for me, because Lord knows that camper's not like a house. You got to know how to sit this and sit that, and how it works out for you. And so there's many different variables. It's just what would work for me won't work for you. What would work for you might not work for somebody else. So find out what works for you. Tiny homes. They're building tiny homes all over the place. Now, they're real expensive. But this camper, I paid $14,000 for it. I've got two more payments. So, but what I did was it slept in. I come in here and I disassembled most of the beds. Now this room I'm in right now, it had 4 bunk beds in it. So now I'm setting it up so I can do the videos. I got my work desk here, and I just now recently am making more room for my clothes because I found out something about myself, that I love clothes, but I'm at the age now where my legs don't, um, they're not working like I would like them to, and I can't stand a whole lot, and it's too hard to wear some of the different kind of clothes that I used to wear. Let's put it that way. So now I'm reinventing my clothing. So I've got a little closet just outside this door right here, that where I can reach it, because everything in this camper was too high for me to reach. So I'm setting up. I set up um, a clothes rack over here on this side, and then I'm getting a dresser that I'm going to put over here on this side. Now this has a back door, a wide back door that I can get out of if I need to get out of. And so I haven't got the dresser yet, and I worked on the rack yesterday. I went and picked me up one of those Sterilite clothes hampers that has wheels on it. So I used that yesterday, and that just worked out fantastic. Put it in my car, went to the laundromat. I didn't have to lift a bunch of stuff. All I had to do is uh, pull it. And then when I bring it home, I take my clothes out, hang them up, and then it's ready for more of my soiled clothes. So that's the kind of thing that is working for me. Now I will probably adjust some of that stuff from time to time, but I'm still working on that. And the cooking was uh, too frantic for me because I had to do certain things to stay warm in the wintertime. And if I wanted to cook, I had to do various other things. So, but the bottom line is I'm finding solutions, which declutter, minimalize, just use what it brings you joy and happiness, and it makes it easier for you. And finding ways to save money for future aspects is one of the things I'm doing. And I got a fixed income, so I take 10% of what I make and put it in savings. I set myself up on Chime, putting some money in that. So it's finding better ways to do things. That bottom line is what it is, and I think that would work for younger people too. I mean, it just doesn't have to be for elderly people. Even if you did make a lot of money, there's so many ways that you can save your money and be more frugal, um, and eat properly and all that kind of thing. So the whole thing is reinvent yourself, find a new living style, and that's what I'm doing. I'm finding a new living style. So if you don't want to be homeless and you want to have extra money, I would say for a lot of us, going tiny would work much better, and declutter and minimalize, and find just a handful of things that bring you joy, and don't buy anything you don't love, and don't bring anything into your home that you don't love. So it's been a trip. Let's put it that way. It's been a trip. So uh, I hope that what I'm doing can help you out. No, I'm new at this. I don't know what I'm doing at all, and it's I can entertain people with song. I can do that. I've entertained thousands of people, and but to do something like this has been really hard. Now, I went and cut my hair from the last video that I made. That in itself made me feel much better about myself. So I'm going to give you a little tour of my camper and where I live. So let's hope that this goes well. I've got to get myself out of this position here. So uh, here we go. Uh, so, but here's I'm going to turn this around, and this is where um, this is my uh, where I'm setting up my clothes, and this is where I'm going to put the dresser. This is my desk area, and this is where I have my little sitting area, and then we're going to go out the door here. That's a pocket door, and then go over here like this. This is my walker. Don't mind. This is also where I have um, some of my clothes. Not much light, but that's where I have some of my clothes. And over here is where my table is at, and I can sit there and do some videos too. And I sit there and eat. This is my futon that lets down into a bed. I'm sorry for the lighting, but one day I'll do a better. This is my TV, and I have it on I have it on a stand that an entertainment stand. It has a fireplace and heater in it, and then that's my coffee station and microwave station. This is my little kitchen area right here. And of course, and then we go in here, and this is my bedroom. Right now, it's not exactly the way I want it, but I'm working on it. And this is where I go outside. This is my little outfit out there. So, uh, I'm going to show you my bathroom. And this is my bathroom. It's hard to get in and out of there sometime, but I'm working on it some more. Let's turn the light on where you can see where it's taken me since 2021 to get my home the way I want it. So, and I'm still working on it. So it's work. It's work. And so this is my job. This is my job, taking care of me. And I think that should be everybody's job. The real job is taking care of them, and then anything else outside of that. Okay, if you got a family, you got to take care of yourself before you can help anybody else. So while I'm taking care of me, I'm helping my family by not them having to do for me. So I will give you a better tour later on when I'm got things a little bit more set up. And so like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. This is to help people with. I'm putting it on YouTube. I don't expect to get any money out of this, so there's not going to be any clickbaits or nothing like that, because I am homeless. I'm not broke, but was at one time. Now I've got my finances on track, and but I'm in a camper. I don't have a home. I'm making it into a home. So if you enjoy this, like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you later. Thank you.